This is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNN.Live. We're at the LD Micro Invitational 2019 in Bel Air, California. With me right now is Steve Cooper from One Stop Systems, publicly traded company. The symbol is OSS. Steve, welcome back to SNN.Live.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you on. So for our audience, let's start off with an overview of the company.
One Stop Systems continues to be a high-tech company. We're doing high-performance computing on the edge and growing very rapidly, about 55% this year over last.
All right, let's hear more about that update. Last time we had you on here was about December 2018, so last 6 months, what's been going on?
Well, we've got some very exciting news. Just yesterday, we announced that an autonomous driving vehicle company has chosen us to do the electronics, the GPU computing, the communications within the car, and very excited. Could be a nice design project this year and go into full production in 2020 and 2021.
Any other news that you wanted to maybe add some color to over the last 6 months?
Again, we're growing very rapidly by winning design wins. Our existing OEM customers are ramping up, and we augmented that late last year with two strategic acquisitions that are also coming along very nicely, very synergistically, and adding to that growth.
And then from an operational perspective, how have you been doing with the company? Have you been able to continue to deliver on some of the orders that are coming in?
Yes, in fact, we just invested quite heavily in increasing our factory sizes. One of the challenges of a hardware company, we needed to increase our facilities, and particularly in San Diego, we increased our manufacturing capacity, just about doubled it over the last 3 months.
And then to remind our audience, what's your background? How'd you come into all this?
So I'm an electrical engineer by a degree and started my career through Intel. Got a lot of my business philosophies, the rapid growth, the concept of the treadmill, of developing new high technology products faster than the competition to kind of push them off the back of the treadmill. And One Stop Systems uses those philosophies continuously to really drive the market, be ahead of the technological waves that are coming next, and win the design wins.
So I just want to ask also on that topic too of getting the design wins and your sales strategy. I mean, what I want to know is, how do you go out and get those design wins? What's the sales process, and then what's the sales cycle? What's the usual time until the win?
So the way we identify customers, potential customers, is through the classic marketing things, trade shows specific to our industries, direct mailers, all the classical marketing. Once we get engaged with an engineering group, it's usually an engineering group with another company that has a project. It's very consultative. We co-architect a solution. We usually know more about the hardware and the high-end technologies that they're trying to use. Our customers quite often know more about the end application, the software aspect. So it's usually a good collaboration for the architecture. Once then we agree to go forward, our customers will typically place a PO for us to do the design of the product. That's usually 6 to 9 months if it's a commercial product. If it's military, that might be 1.5 years because of the extra testing in the military. And then once we get through that, it's a ramp up into production. So it's a long sales cycle, but you get the benefits of a solid design win that lasts for many years.
And then from what you can tell us, as a public company, what are some of the company's growth drivers now for the remainder of 2019?
There's a huge technological shift occurring in artificial intelligence. Traditionally, artificial intelligence, you collected your data out in the field and stored it, then transported it to a data center where they computed it, came up with the models, if you will, that would then be deployed back into a vehicle. That's the traditional way of doing it. That's shifting. The problem is there's so much data being collected at the edge, you no longer can transport it easily. The internet is way, way too slow. It takes days, weeks, months to get the size of data back to a data center. So what's happening is the artificial intelligence level of computing is being moved to the vehicle. We call it AI on the edge or AI on the fly. So they're processing and learning and creating new models within the vehicle or within an aircraft or out in the field where the sensor data is being collected. And that shift, that trend towards AI on the fly or AI on the edge is really working to our favor because that's what we do really well. We do specialized electronics. We're very high performance, but also can deal with the environmental characteristics of being out in the field. It's much more challenging environmentally, power, cooling, et cetera, et cetera.
And where can our audience go and find more information about One Stop Systems?
Go to our website at www.onestopsystems.com, and if it's an investor, there's an investor section as well.
My name is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNN Live. We're at the LD Micro Invitational 2019 in Bel Air, California. With me again has been Steve Cooper from One Stop Systems, publicly traded company. The symbol is OSS. Steve, always a pleasure.
Thank you.